Just got back from my point shoe fitting, and these are my thoughts on the new Bloch ETUs. I wanted to start out by saying that everything I'm about to say about this particular shoe is based on how it feels on my foot. Don't get the shoe just to get it. Listen to your fitter and your body. Everyone's foot is different, but I still wanted to share some things that I noticed about it. First things first is my first impression when the point shoe fitter took it out of the box. I really liked the look of it. It was shiny, it was beautiful. So something I noticed about it is the vamp in particular. I like kind of a slightly lower vamp. This one isn't necessarily low, but it's not necessarily high. It's kind of in the middle, but because of this tapered box here, it actually supported me really, really well. I have very narrow feet, so a tapered box like this worked for me. Next up, the inner shank. As you can tell, it looks a little bit different than regular point shoes. It almost looks futuristic in my opinion. Another thing I noticed is, actually it might sound kind of weird, but when I opened the box and I smelled it, I noticed it didn't smell like regular point shoes. It didn't have that really gluey smell that usually point shoes give off, because this is made with synthetic materials and mostly like plastic and stuff. So I thought that was just really interesting. Next, I'm going to be talking about my thoughts for when I tried it on. So like I said earlier, the box was really supportive for me. I felt really comfortable in it. I wasn't sinking. Secondly, I wanted to mention the heel on this shoe. I have a very, very thin heel, what some people call a disappearing heel. So it's very hard for me to find a point shoe that doesn't slip off my heel all the time. This one, when I tried it on, it fit so well. There was nothing baggy back here, and it still covered the back of my heel really, really nice and secure. The next thing I noticed is the overall shank strength. I have very, very bendy feet, so a good solid shank is very important for me. A lot of dancers that have really, really flexible arches and feet really like the ETU because it's supportive and tapered, like I said earlier. I have a friend who literally has like banana feet, and she really enjoyed the ETUs just because of how well they supported her really flexible feet. I have something very similar. I have very natural arches, so the ETUs felt really, really great. So that's basically it on the actual fit, the supportiveness, and overall look on it. If you're interested in the ETUs, I wanted to give you kind of a reference to how they are on my foot compared to yours. I usually wear Nicolet's. I've had Nicolet Nova Flexes, Stream Points, and Katyas, stuff like that. So if you wear shoes similar to that, then maybe you could try the ETU, because maybe your foot is kind of similar to mine. When you actually go and try them on, your fitter can give you all sorts of information. I was very fortunate to have a very informative fitter who told me a lot about what this shoe is like. Of course, if you don't like the ETUs, that's perfectly fine. They're not for everyone. They just worked for me, and I thought I would share my information with you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!